Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2020 Sonic 190 VRB. This is a great couples camper. It's rear bath, you have the campside dinette, and a Murphy bed up front, allowing a lot of versatility, and it comes in right around 3,800 pounds, so it's not too terribly heavy. If we start off right over here on the side, you will see the campside dinette. I really like the look they did with the furniture. You kind of have the basket weave in the center with, a normal kind of solid pattern on the sides. I think it's a little more classy than what you normally get in a lot of RVs. Table here in this center. Again, the reason I love a campside dinette is because this is where you get to sit when you're having your breakfast, your morning cup of coffee. You get to look out to your campsite, not out at your neighbor's. This does drop down into a sleeping spot if you need a small bed. Probably not big enough for an adult, but it's great for children. And if you have to do any work or you need to sit here with electronics, plug something in, there's an electrical outlet right down below where you can charge that. LED light here as well. Of course, you'll have that all the way throughout. Up top, a little bit brighter wood. It's kind of a little more gray rather than just solid brown. You will see the frosted glass, so that way it helps to break up the wood look a little bit. Good storage behind it. And also you have this hidden little area to this side where your control panel is. So I do like that they do their best to hide that. That way it's not just kind of sticking out. You have your multimedia center over to the side, nice and easy to use. It is Bluetooth capable. And then right next to that is the TV. So this is on a swing arm mount. So if you want to, turn it toward the kitchen when you're cooking, you can nice and easily do that. One of the things I really like that Sport Trek added in the last year or so is this right here. And this is the leveling system. It's what they call the LevelMate Pro. And essentially what this is you can connect your phone, your smartphone, to this unit via Bluetooth, and it will actually show you how level your RV is. That way, as you're backing up, you can kind of find the most level spot nice and easily in that campsite. Thermostat is directly underneath that. Now, this only controls the furnace. There is an AC unit right up here on the roof, but as you'll see, the controls for that are on the ceiling there too. So we make our way back into the bathroom. As I said, this is a rear bath, and it's nice and large because it covers the entire width here. It's that whole span. You'll see in the corner, you have the neo-angle shower. The doors are in a roller track, so that way, after you're done showering, all the water goes right down the door, or right down the doors into the shower pan. It's not, like a curtain where it's getting all over the place. As far as height, folks, I'm 6 foot tall. As you can see, I do have enough space here, even more with that skylight. If you're standing under that skylight, you can probably be 6'2", maybe 6'3", without having to bend down, which in a camper this size is pretty impressive. You'll also see the hand wand there to make showering a little bit easier. Some shelves in the back. Right above the toilet, you have, the shelf here, but also storage, so you can definitely appreciate that. And then the toilet itself, foot flush lever. Again, I'm 6 foot tall, plenty of legroom. My left arm does touch the wall a little bit, but again, I have more than enough space here. You will see your big countertop, which is wonderful. Tank monitoring panel here. Do notice that your water heater runs off both propane and electric there. You can turn both those on at the same time for faster recovery. Plumbing access down below. Mirrored medicine cabinet here up top. And you have a big a big wardrobe right here over to the side, which I like. So the linen closet above the toilet, wardrobe there, gives you some extra space in which you can hang up your clothes. When we come out of the bathroom, you'll see your Norcold fridge freezer unit there. I'll open this up just so you can kind of take a peek in. Plenty of space in the fridge. Of course, you have the freezer compartment right up top here. So great overall cold storage. Microwave, more storage to the side. Of course, your hood there. Decorative backsplash. I think they did a pretty good job on that as well. Recessed 3-burner cooktop with the glass top, just folded up and back like so. Front one is high output. Zephyrian, so the knobs light up, and underneath is your oven if you want to do some baking. You'll also see your direct vent furnace located underneath that. A couple of drawers here. Any usable kitchen, you have to have at least one for all of your flatware. You get another one here for some of your larger utensils. Some additional storage there underneath the sink. You have the thermofoil seamless countertop, so that allows you to undermount the stainless steel bowl, which is nice. Big single bowl. You'll see it has the drying rack on top. High-rise faucet too. So we make our way to the very front. So you'll see windows on both sides. The one is an emergency exit, and as I mentioned, this one has a Murphy bed. Now, The whole reason you have a Murphy bed is because this is a fairly shorter camper, somewhat shorter camper. Let's see if I can talk correctly there. And this gives you a sofa which allows you to see the TV. So you have a good viewing angle, another place to sit than just the dinette. You'll see electrical outlets on both sides if you need to plug anything in. It's also worth mentioning that there is an electrical outlet here too, so if you need to plug anything in the kitchen, you do have that. But as I mentioned, electrical outlets on both sides, wardrobe on both sides, so not only do you have the wardrobe in the back, but one on either side of the bed, storage across the top, jackknife sofa here. I'll kind of drop the Murphy bed down, show you how it works. So underneath the jackknife, you have some additional storage. You can drop it down just like so. You have a lock here. We'll pull that pin out. This will allow you to drop this down, and then here is the bed. So, pros and cons. There's pros and cons to every style of Murphy bed. The really nice thing about this Murphy bed is, as you saw, when it's up, it looks great, right? It's not sticking out. You don't have bedding hanging out. The disadvantage to it is it does take a little bit longer to assemble and disassemble, just because you'll probably have to make your bed every time you drop it down. You will see behind there you have electrical outlets, USB ports, you have some little cubby holes back there to put items, and then also some LED lights up top, and you notice the headboard as well. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2020 Sonic 190 VRB. You'll see your power tongue jack right up front, making it easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover behind that. Rails for your battery, as well as the battery disconnect here, so you can quickly and easily kill all power to the RV. Diamond edge plating coming up the front, helping to protect that front end from rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And one-piece fiberglass from the front all the way up top and down the back. This is great because that helps prevent water intrusion, because the less seams you have, the less places there are for water to get in. And because it's one piece, you don't have the seams going across the front and back, so again, a little bit less chance for water to get in there. Plus, because the natural curvature, it's a little tough to see with the snow on it today, but with that natural curvature, water will run to the front and back rather than down on your campsite. Power awning with LED light covers almost the entire side. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. And again, you have that LED light strip on there so you have light at night. The pass-through, as you can see, is pretty good size, especially for a camper this size. It is slam latch. You have the covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door, and it's a magnetic catch as well. Making our way back a little bit further, you'll see the solid step by LCI. Now I know this one has a little bit of snow on there, and with the snow you can see it's a little slick, but there is the grip tape, which helps a little bit. You know, of course the snow gets compacted, not going to do a whole lot, but if it's wet, a little bit of rain gives you some extra traction. Also, the treads on here are aluminum, so that way they're not going to rust out on you. And just like the name implies, folks, the steps are very solid. You'll see the foldable grab handle, which helps you give you a little extra control when going inside the RV. And then right up top, you'll also notice this one has two outside speakers. Those are connected to that multimedia center inside, but as I mentioned, that unit is Bluetooth capable. If we drop down, a couple quick things I want to point out here. One of them is the fact that this one has a fully enclosed and heated underbelly. So that'll help keep out a lot of the road grime, as well as hopefully some of the critters in the off season, and keep things a little bit warmer in colder climates like today. As long as you're running the furnace, there's forced air blowing underneath. Also, you'll see this one uses huck bolt construction. That's generally a preferred construction method, just because usually if a frame is going to rust out, the point it rusts out at is right where the weld is. So by eliminating those welds, you help kind of prevent the chance for rust to start there. Not saying that your frame won't rust with a huck bolt, but again, it just kind of helps a little bit more preventative. Plus, if the frame is damaged, it's a lot easier to repair because you can cut the sections out, or essentially cut the huck bolts out, take that section off, and just put a new section of frame on there. If we take a look right down here, you will see the wheels. They're absolutely gorgeous, aluminum alloy. They'll stay looking pretty for years to come. Right up here is your cable outlet, or essentially where you hook up an outside TV. So you have electrical outlet, cable outlet right next to that. Making our way back a little bit further, square tubular bumper with end caps gives you a great spot in which you can store your sewer hose. You'll see a propane quick connect, a good spot to hook up a grill, makes it nice and easy, feeding off the ones right up front, your 20-pound bottles. Spare tire with a cover helps keep that in good shape. Also right up top there, you will see backup camera prep. If you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, so it'll save you money on labor. solar prep right back here, as well as saddle and cable inlets, black tank flush, city water connection, outside shower with hot and cold water access. You will see your termination right down there with both your black and gray tank valves. 30 amp detachable cord will plug in there. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2020 Sonic 190 VRB. If you're interested in this lightweight travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.